like it is. I can hear you.
Yours is a little low. If you want to turn yours up a bit, it's kind of like a.
Testing, 1, 2. All right, I can hear myself.
Joe,
Yep. I can hear myself. I can hear you.
Oh, you hear me? All
I
right.
can hear you.
All right, great.
All right.
Cool. Welcome, everyone. This is the Saturday 9-ball finals weekly tournament here at Good Times. Just a minute, please. Alrighty. Yes, it's Saturday night 9-ball tournament. We have Javier Hernandez, Chaokun Li in the finals. It'll be a race to 3. And we have a special guest commentator today, Joseph Medrano. If you were watching the stream yesterday, you may remember that name. He was in the finals last night in the 8-ball weekly Friday tournament. So he's here with me today, and we will be co-commentating. So Joe, you want to introduce yourself? Want to tell everyone who you are, where you usually play?
Well, my name is Joseph Medrano, and I usually play. Lately I've been playing here, and it's a great place to play, and I like playing here. You know what I mean? These tables are great. These tables are awesome, and this match has got underway, and it's already a start. It's already a great start.
Yeah, looks like these guys move fast, and that's why they're in the finals. So where are we right now?
So he's on the 5 right now. By the looks of it, he has the option of playing it in the corner, rolling forward, to play the 6 in the side, which would kind of what it looks like from this point. I mean, it's kind of a difficult shot, but he's a capable player, man. He's a really good shot. I think he can do it.
Yep. So basically, it's make 5, and then you should be home free from there.
That's it.
And judging from past experience, he is a favorite to make that happen.
Yeah, he's a strong shooter, man. Great shooter, man. I lost to him last night, and I can tell you from experience that this guy, man, he can do it.
Right. So that's pretty much what we expected, and he's even on the correct side to just shift down a little bit, just roll it to get on that.
Yep. Use the short rail. Came up a little too much, but again, this guy's still a capable shooter. Real capable.
Yeah, Javier is he's got a really good touch and feel, and so he relies on that a lot. But every now and then, the ball can get away from you. So that's all that was. But he should be able to make this one and get on the board.
He'll be good, man. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully he plays it correctly, and looks like he's going to use a little spin. That spin should avoid, obviously, the corner pocket at the top, and if he makes it, great. Yep. Nice. Very nice shot. Nice shot.
Yep. Just smoothed that in, took his time, and took care of business. So let's put Javier on the board.
You know, I didn't realize this until today, but Javier's kind of a fast player, huh?
He's super experienced, and he really doesn't have any problems, so really, when he does take his time, it's because usually because there's something he's trying to figure out, like if the layout is difficult or strange, he's got to break something out. You're right, he played that last one a little bit fast.
Chaokun definitely has work cut out for him right here.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those kind of killer shots because there's two outcomes. One, he hits the ball and leaves something for Javier, or two, misses the ball and then gives him ball in hand. The third option is that he somehow makes it or gets safe, but the chances of that are, the chances of that were low.
Very low, yeah. It seemed that the traffic there from the 9 and the 5 looks like it was almost, he was going to hit one of those balls either way, right?
Yeah, I mean, it required some concentration for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about the run out here? Does it looks pretty straightforward, I think, for Javier.
It does. I mean, he looks like he's looking at the corner right now. He's going to go forward to put the forward down here in the left corner. I think the 5 ball from there can go either way, either top corner or lower corner. Just player preference at that from there, I think.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be pretty happy with this. He might draw it off that top rail. I don't know, judging from kind of how he hit the ball, his second to last ball last time, but maybe he'll find something more delicate.
Looks like he's going to go a little forward on this ball. Might come down here in the lower right-hand corner. If he doesn't scratch, and he didn't, that was a crazy shot. He almost scratched.
Yeah.
Looks
so
like,
I don't know. Let me see if that 7 goes here. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
From where I'm sitting, it doesn't look like the 7 goes, so it almost looks like he's going to play for the 7-9 combo. And by the looks of it, that's what he played for.
So I think if there's room, I think he'll just make the ball. But the 7-9 does look pretty tasty.
It does. It actually, I mean, for this guy, it looks like it's a hanger for him. I mean, the way this guy's shooting, it's almost like he's going to make it, but played that perfect speed and scratched.
But look at that.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
So, honestly, we had a little bit of a kind of slow start for both players, but that's okay. It's a race to 3. Javier is hot seat. Was in the hot seat, and Chaokun would have to win twice, so it's okay. But this is what he needed. Chaokun needed to balance the scales.
But all in all, I mean, both players, I mean, from what I've seen so far, they're playing good. They're playing well.
Yeah, a little bit rough, but as you said, it's getting late, and that can happen. They're also feeling each other out a little bit, and they're both strong competitors. So neither one is going to take the other one easy, and they're not going to take it sitting down. So, all right, I suspect that this next rack is going to be a little bit more exciting.
Yeah. Oh, nice break.
Very good break. Look at
Very
this.
good break. 3 balls on the break by the looks of it. Was it 3 balls, 2 balls? He made a couple of balls. That was a great break.
So what do you think? Is he going to come behind this 9-5, or do you think he's going to try to make it?
You know what? If he went for it, I think it kind of leave him difficult on the floor. I think he's better off with the safety here. I think you're right. He should come down here behind the 9-5.
For him, it's kind of a nice, just kind of a little bit of left spin to get there. But it's probably the best idea because it's really like straightforward to do that. You get the full separation, and you don't need to take a risk when you have this kind of safety available to you.
It's a great safety. I mean, look at the distance between the balls. You got almost the whole table in the middle of those 2 balls, and I mean, by the looks of it here, he's going to have to maybe load it up a little bit. Just try to do the same thing, get some separation from those balls. Yeah.
Now, if he can just make contact and maybe get a little bit of a good roll, the route from the 4 to the 5, there's really only one kind of reasonable pocket for the 5. So if he can make contact and kind of cross his fingers, that's what he's looking for.
Let's see what happens. Oh, good hit. Wow. Almost made it too.
Okay,
wow.
So this is a pretty good turnout, all things considered.
Nice, got the same result that Javier did, you know what I mean? And by the looks of it, Javier's got now he has some work cut out for him too. Does he try to, do you think he tries to cross-bank this, or does he try again to come behind here, perhaps behind the 9-5 to get another safety?
I I think that he would tend to try to do the same kind of safety where he comes behind this wall and leave the 3 in that upper right quadrant.
Okay.
It's just that if there's no reason to really put yourself out there on the make.
That's kind of what was the danger with that shot, huh? Not going for that make right there was, I mean, not only difficult shot, but I guess the pocket plays big right there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate that the angle was exactly right to scratch, but whenever you let that cue ball go, we all know that's a possible outcome. It's just, a bit unfortunate that that's the... with that said, now Chaokun has an easy path to the 5, which was really the only question mark in this rack.
I was the only one, yeah.
So he did get a little bit funny, I have to say, because he probably either needs to pull back really, pretty strong, or bump into the 7. I think maybe he's going to bump into the 7 and
that's what it looks like he's going to play for.
And kind of veer over to the left side to make the 6 in the right. What do you think? Something like that?
But by the way he was shooting, by the way he was lining up, I think he's going to play off the 7. Try to come up and perhaps. I mean, he's got 4 pockets for that 6 ball, so wherever he ends up, as long as he can see it, he'll be fine.
That works. Keep it simple. Now, so Chaokun is pretty good at this kind of shot where he just kind of cinches it in. Yeah, he just cinches it in and floats over for the 7.
Above the side pocket or below the side pocket?
Well,
what do you think?
He likes that low ball. So we'll see.
Below, he missed it.
Now, honestly, I do believe that center pocket was giving him a bit of pause, because let's say you didn't have to think about the side pocket, I think he would have just focused on pocketing the ball, and instead he tried to finesse it over kind of tight in order to avoid this, ensure that the side pocket does not come into play. And when you do that, you're thinking of kind of 2 things at the same time. That's when misses can happen, so it happens to all of us.
So what does Javier do here? Does he play this 2 rails, or does he play? Obviously, he's got to play some sort of shot here, because that 7 ball. I mean, no matter what he does, it looks like
I think he's just going to cut it into the right and then take kind of maybe a little bit of a steep cut on the 7.
Okay. Can he play? You think it's possible to play it into the 7, or perhaps behind the 7? So behind the 7 it is. Okay, nice, good shot.
Yeah, it's not bad. So he's obviously has a safe here, but I think he goes for it. He's pretty solid on this shot.
He's definitely a solid player. I have confidence in him to make this. Great shot.
Yeah, there's really never any real doubt there. Yeah. All right, so Javier's very likely to
routine 9
be on his way to a commanding lead.
And just like that, it is 2-0. Javier is in the lead.
2-1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. 2-1.
It's shaping up to be a little bit like last night's match. And Chaokun still has some fight in him. I know
he
that.
does. I think he's a capable player. I think he can run 2 or 3 racks. I really do. He can definitely put some work in, come back up.
We should interrupt the game and tell Chaokun that we're changing the payouts to winner take all from here, and then maybe we'll see a bigger fight.
All of a sudden, we're going to see 3 racks, man.
So this is actually looking pretty good, I think. I think he's got enough. It's straight enough where he can just kind of roll up a little bit and get that 2, and then kind of come off the top rail for the 3. And I think if he gets there, if he gets good on the 3, I think he's fine. So it's really about this shot. It's about how he gets on the 2.
Yeah, you could play this. You could play this shot.
And honestly, I was a little bit tentative. A little bit tentative because now
He can
I'm
play
not-
this 2 rails. I think he can play this 2 rails. You know?
Yeah, well, had he gone up a little bit farther, he could have just taken it 1 rail off for the easy shape, and now he's got to worry about a little bit of traffic, because I don't think he'll clip the 8, but now you can't draw it off of there, which means he's got to use spin, and then it's a little tough to know where it's going to end up on the 3.
I think he can end up in the center of the table if he uses the right speed. 2 rails, center table.
Yep. It's just you're coming across the line, so let's just see how well he.
Oh, he bumped into the 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it really was the 1 ball that was that was like the critical shot in this rack, and it's often so hard to tell how much you got to roll it.
Yeah, it's difficult. That shot that he just shot was definitely difficult to try to avoid that 8 to begin with, right?
And he did the right thing. You'd rather under-roll that and then over-roll it and then get stuck behind the 8.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, now he's stuck behind the 8, so it's a little give and take.
I think he may be looking at 3-9 combo here. It almost looks like it.
That's the right thing to do because, wherever you leave it, you're giving Javier a chance. So you want to end this game right now if you can.
Yeah, Well, let's see what happens.
Hopefully he doesn't, scratch. we're rooting for you, Chaokun, on this. Tie it up.
I think if he hits the ball pretty full, it shouldn't scratch. But he's definitely gonna get some good contact. By the looks of it. And he almost made the 3 ball. Man, he just left the hanger right there for Javier.
Yeah. All right, so I think he's gonna just just pull it out a little bit. He's got to find his way to the top right quadrant for that 6. If he doesn't like that, he can do the 6-8 combo. So Javier really. This is what we said last night. Is that Javier is really in a driver's seat. The way things are lined up here, he's got choices.
Yeah, he does. This has been Javier's game from the beginning. Just like you said, he's in the driver's seat. As of right now, he has all the control.
Yeah, so just to see what player preferences here, does he like to pull it out 2 rails for the 6, or does he just try to spin it a bit? And he's very good at spinning it, but it might be more natural just to pull it out 2 rails.
Perhaps, do you think he's thinking about a follow shot at all? Perhaps that way, if he comes out with the follow shot, use a little bit of inside and end up with the 6 ball in the left top?
Well, that's what I mean, is that he's very good with that inside English,
Okay.
so we'll see which one he picks.
Okay. So he chose not to use the inside. It looks like he's playing the 6-8 combo.
So what's interesting is that we did identify this as a possibility, which means that that combo, he feels really super confident about it. And for those 2 balls who have fallen where they are, it's almost as if it was predestined.
Perfect, almost perfect shape by the looks of it. But unfortunately.
And what do you know? Joe, there is something called the commentator's curse, and what do you think? Was this an example of that?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say that it might have been because I know I got a little happy for him because of that great shape, and I'm gonna say that I really believed he was gonna make that.
So we kind of did jump the gun and said it's a done deal, and then as soon as we said that, he missed it, and there's debate in the commentator community regarding commentator's curse. Do you think that's a real thing, or is it in our imagination?
I'm not gonna say it's imagination or it's a real thing, but I will tell you it's definitely something that happens a lot, man. It's not.
That's a good way of putting it, Joe. It's a little bit of a non-committal answer, but you know what? That's fair because really what we're saying is we don't know, and that's the truth.
Yeah, we'll never know. It's just one of those things. You say something and it happens, right? Go figure.
Right. So I think, in terms of cause and effect, it seems unlikely that in reality the commentator is affecting the outcome. But when we...
just
my
like
gosh.
that scratches off the 6 ball, man.
Oh my gosh.
He just left it.
Did we say predestined earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
He just left this for Javier. Javier looks like, yep, that's what I was going to say. Go for it in the top left corner, roll forward, 8 in the corner, and that 9 ball is sitting at the spot. He could do whatever he wants with that 9 ball.
So he's going to probably go past the 8, I think. Okay, he's basically straight in on. Oh no, he did go past it a little bit, so just pull it back.
Let's see what pocket he chooses.
Probably play for the side. There you go. See, this is a player's choice again. Do you play for the side, or do you would you pull it back enough to go for the corner? That's really the only commentary that we would can even mention here, because it's a done deal.
Yeah.
And Javier, 2 days in a row.
Yep. Took it down
Winner,
last
winner,
night
chicken
and took
dinner.
it down tonight.
Anyway,
congratulations to Javier, man.
Joe,
great shooter.
yeah, congrats to the players. Joe, thank you for joining us on the stream. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this opportunity.
And,
I had a lot of fun.
I guess this is your first time commentating.
Yeah, it's my
right?
very first time commentating. You know, and I had a lot of fun, and you know, I would like to do it again. You know what I mean? If I'm welcome back, then hopefully we get to do it again.
Right on. So for those of you watching the stream, leave a comment and say thumbs up to Joe. And if you liked hearing him speak, then let us know, and we'll bring him back.
Right.
Have a good night, everyone. See you again next week.
Good night, everybody. Good
Tune
night,
in for
everybody.
the Friday 8-ball, which has a pot of $248 right now. So come on down. Yep. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
All right, have a good night and a good weekend.